All right, we're back for turn 4. So let's just get it started. Got the attack rolling in a little more. No HQ event. So now their HQ event. They don't have an HQ event. So looking at turn 4, there are no PC. These are the units we have to deal with for the next couple of turns. So that is what we're dealing with. So no PC markers. So I have a chance to move some units up if I think I need them. Which I may do some of that. Yep. So there are no enemy activity or no HQ, no PC markers. So we're just going to go determine these guys are activated. So we're going to activate. Basically provides the ability for these units to all get on. I'm curious to see what these guys do. Then we have 3 areas with enemy activity that is non-tank related. So we got 3 areas. We got this fire team. We've got an assault team and an assault team. So drawing the first one. 1 through 3 to 3. So 1, 2, 3. It's this guy down here. I'm very curious to see what he does, actually. So he is going to be in that all other situations, a 1 through a 3. He does a 1. That's an infiltrate towards the closest opposing unit. Feel like it's random. I'm drawing a 1 or a 2, and I wonder whether or not, I think it just has to be random, closest unit. He's actually going to go onto this card. So he's going to attempt to infiltrate. And he does. He successfully infiltrates. So he lands on this card here. Turns that into automatic weapon fire. How annoying. How annoying. And he's no longer unspotted on that card. So that's done. Next one, number 2. So right here, drawing a 1 through a 3. He's a 3, so he is just going to, it's advance straight ahead. Move the unit 1 card towards the player's MLR or staging area. So I feel like ironically, I feel like he has to move here too. So he is going to move there. Now he is going to be he's exposed because he did not infiltrate. Now this guy, he is all other situations. Oh, you know what? These are lats, aren't they? Hold on a second. I have to go back. I'm going to go back and do this correctly. Damn it. Hate it when I do that. This guy is here under the strong building, unspotted. We're starting with this guy. He is an assault team. Assault team not on an opposing unit's card. So no leader. So he's drawing a 1 through a 2. He draws a 1. Assault team not on an opposing unit's card. He does nothing. The next one is an assault team not on an opposing unit's card. He attempts to. Oh shit! Well, hold on. Now I just realized I have a enemy activity check here too. So there's 4 of them. So there's 3 left. So the randomness here is 3. So it's actually this guy now. Now he is pinned. This is still pinned now. Pinned on the same card. Pinned on the same card undercover. He drew a 5, which is fall back. All right, well, that's different. So now one thing that does, it doesn't really matter. It's going to go to the card with the best cover, which I believe will be, well, one of those two. Those two are equal. I'm going to draw. 1 is the top, 2 is the bottom. 1. So he's going to here. And this follows him. My PDF. But he cannot fire at me because he is an assault team. Now this guy is firing there. Well, that's 2. And then we still haven't checked on this guy. So this guy still is left. So we have 2 left. So we're going to check here. This is not flipped. It's left over. So here. So we have a fire team. I don't think he does anything. Fire teams. Yeah. Fire teams just sit and fire. So he's just going to sit and fire. So he's done. So now this is an assault team. So he's basically not on an opposing unit's card. So it's a 1 through a 2. He's a 1. He does nothing. Yep. No action. All right, so those assault, I've got to remember that they're lats. That's very, very different. And as a matter of fact, that's really interesting. All right, cleaning up the enemy activity. So our CO, who's sitting at 5, we are no longer heavily engaged, by the way. We are just contact or engaged because we're not on the same card anymore. Right here. So this was a 4. So he's up to 10. He can only spend 4, so we can get down to 6. Thinking he might just might as well spend them. You know what? Tell you one of the things he's going to do. Instead of the first sergeant, he's going to spend 3 to activate these guys. Then he's going to fire off his red cluster, which causes a ceasefire. So these guys all stop firing. Or do I want them to stop firing? Yeah. No, I don't think I want to. We got guys coming down. We might as well. So we'll activate the first sergeant. I don't think that's going to come of anything, but why not? All right. I'm trying to look here. I'd like to get this guy unpinned. He can't do it. So, all right. That's it. So now we're going to, first platoon, we're going to pull for. He's basically up to 10. Can he spend 4? He certainly cannot. But tell you what I think he's going to do. I'm going to tell this guy to move up here. She's exposed. He's going to move up here. He's exposed. It's going to tell this guy to move down here. That was 3. That was 3. That wasn't too bad. And we'll save 6. The second platoon gets 3. So he's got 9. He's going to tell him to move up here. Actually going to tell him to move up here. He's going to move in here. That's 3. And he's going to tell this guy to so his fourth one is going to be, this is his last potential command. He's going to try to spot. Now that is, we're veteran, +1. They're undercover, -1. They're green, +1. They have an A rating. +1. So +3 -1 is a +2. So we get to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really demoralizing. Okay. He did 4, so he's now down to 5. So the third platoon, he is just lined, so he gets 2. So he's at 6. He can only save 2. He's going to tell this guy to go here. Just get some more units up on these cards for right now. I haven't lost a squad yet. Okay. He moved up 1. That's all he's going to do. He can save 4. He can save 4. So now the first sergeant, he gets 4. So he's up to 10. He can spend 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's, we're starting to move those guys forward. So he's back down to 6. HMG 2. He's a veteran 3. He's undercover 4. So he's up to 10. I don't know what this guy. Well, I think he's going to move here. That's 1. And then he's going to attempt to rally. So he gets 3 draws. 1, 2, 3. So he did. So he managed to get this guy pulled. So this is now heavy weapons fire, which is awesome. So that was 2. I think I don't remember what he got. 1, 2, 3. He got 2, but he ended up 4. So he was at 10. So he's just down here. The XO is at 7. The XO, move over here. Exposed. But now he's, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Excellent. Now it's just general initiative. 1. Hmm. I have this guy move back to here. I'm trying to reconstitute ultimately. Get somebody in there. And I can't, there's nothing else to really do. Yep. All right. Is that correct? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to spot again. So we can try to spot again. It's 4. 1. Okay, well, he is spotted. Meaning they can't fire at us, but we've got small arms fire on them. Now that's a +6, I think, because of the light. But all right, capture segment. I don't think there's any capture. We got some units we could capture, but we can't yet because there's still units on there. There's no retreat, I don't believe, because they don't have any. Well, their fanaticism. I don't think I have a paralyzed unit that is under a volume of fire. I do not. Shoot. Damn it. That's what I should have done. Too late. I'm not going backwards. So the vehicle turn. So they have 3 vehicles on the map. And they got these queued up as well. So I'm going to actually say we got 5 vehicles. So starting 1, 2, 3. So I think this is exactly the same as it was last time, which is they're ultimately going to move. I think they're going to move in there. We'll take a quick peek. So they're certainly not turn 9, not a tank, not point blank. On the default route, they're not in close range, not on the default route. Move 1 card along the default path based on the original zone. Yep. So he's sliding down here. And now we are going to fire first with the VOF. So this is a Panther again, I believe. So that's a +3. Panther defensive value of +3. Concealment on the card coming through with 0. Target's moving +4. The volume of fire is a +2, so that's a +6. We don't even need to draw because it's +6. +6. Yep. So it's already missed. So, and in specifically in the advanced boot camp, there was a scenario where there was no way to hit, so they just didn't draw. Now, reaction fire, I'm going to have this guy fire. That's different. That's the bazooka, which is a -1. Defensive value, so +2. Concealment is a +3 because it's coming across that side. He's moving, so that's a +4. So +4. So we need a really low roll or a pull. A 0 again. Holy smokes. +4 and a 0 is pinned. How did I get a +3 last time? So -1, so +2, +3, +4. Oh, it was because it was the mines. It wasn't that guy. So that is a pinned result. Right? 4. +3, -1 is 2, moving is 3, 4. So, yep, pinned. Now, that guy's pinned, meaning that's a damn good result. Now, this was my 3AT. Yeah, he hadn't shot yet. That was the mine that caused it last time, which is why it was on the same card. This guy is hit. So green, paralyzed, which is casualty. Wow. Now we have a fire team. Now he's small arms. I'm looking at that one. So that's his fire team. And he is exposed and he is pinned. Well, darn. That was pretty darn good. All right, we have nothing. So they're going to draw for their next one. They have 4. So it's number 1. So it's this guy. So he is going to move to here. All right. And they're done. Moved. I don't know if you can hear that. I apologize. My Roomba's getting rid of dirt. All right. We have 2 left. No, 3 left. This guy should have been activated too. So number 1 is up here. So he's going to move onto this card. And that's all he's going to do. He moves onto this card. Now, actually, so these guys are going to open fire at the most steps. So I need to do that. 3 steps, and then I think it's this card right here. 4 steps. So they're going to be firing here with all pinned. All right. And that'll use some ammo, and I'll use some ammo. All right. So this guy moved and fired. So there's 2 left. So number 2. So it's this one. Oops, no, not that one. It's this guy right here. He is pinned. I'm going to pause because I'm going to make sure I know what to do with a pinned vehicle. Okay. Pinned tanks are very different. They basically are buttoned up is what they effectively are. So we're going to can't concentrate fire, can't spot, get a penalty on its fire. It is projecting all pinned. So we are going to look here at the behavior. Now they do unpin. There is an unpin, but there's nothing here saying unpin. I think they just deal with it. So, not turn 9. Closest U.S. tank, nope. Point blank, can't attempt to concentrate fire. Nope, can't do that. If a tank can't use the spotlight because that's part of the concentrate fire. On the default route, and the U.S. occupied card with an HMG or LMG is close range, move to that card. So that is what they're going to do. So that's an LMG, and interesting, that's an LMG. So a huge question for me would be, one would assume, like everything else in this, if they are, we have to pick at random. So 1, 2. And we pick 2. So it's moving here. Which I believe is going to cause this PDF to go away because this volume of fire is going to shift it to this guy. Now, this is going to shift to here as well. So that poor exposed guy, he's just an HMG headquarters, but all right. So, first thing we do, volume of fire. Try and follow the order of this. First thing we do is volume of fire after he moved. And he moved from here. He moved from here. So before he moved, anyway, I'm going to figure out if before he moved, because we're firing while he's moving, is he considered moving yet? I am going with when he gets activated on this card, the first thing is you resolve volume of fire, then he chooses an action. So we don't know if his action is going to be moved. Therefore, he's not moving yet. So on this one, if we look at the volume of fire, and he is pinned, so he cannot, I don't think he can take that shot. I don't believe he can take a shot. No, they can fire pinned. How does that work? Oh my gosh. Pinned combat. It says none. I just don't think. Nope. Really should have done that. So it's just automatic. It's so annoying that I didn't give myself that chance. That was dumb. All right. So the defensive value is 3, plus 1, 4, minus 1 because it's pinned, 3, plus 2, it's automatic. So if I'm reading this correctly, that is a 5, and I basically need a 0 again. And I got a 6. So nothing here. Now he is going to move here, which once again, that brought this heavy weapons down into here. And now we're going to resolve it again here. Oh, I should have gotten this guy out of the deep bunker where he could have fired. Oh my golly, what an idiot. What an idiot. Yep. That was not good thinking. All right. So on this card, now this is a little bit different. We basically have a 0, defensive value of 3. Target is moving and pinned. So still a 3. There is no concealment because it's on the same card with this this one, and that's a 0. Same card. So we're at a +3. And then it's a heavy weapon, so a +4. So we have 0 or a 1. Nope, a 4. So a 10, so nothing there. We had no effect on that guy. Okay, and then he's got his all pinned there. All right, so he moved. And then this guy is going to move. Oh, you know what? Did I have one more? Did I have an ambush there? I don't think it mattered. Nope, the ambush is reaction fire. There is no target is ambushed modifier on VOF. Once again, this guy could have fired. Making sure he can't. Resolving reaction fire. No, I don't think so. He's pinned. So, would have been great, but I should have rallied. That was just not smart. I even said it. All right. So the vehicles have moved. No, wait a minute. I'm moving this guy here. So in the process of moving here, we are 0 plus, what is this one? That's a JPZ2, JPZ4. Which one is it? All right. JPZ4, H and a V. I didn't know there were. How do I know which one it is? I mean, they're both a +1, so I guess. Something that's really obvious? I see nothing obvious about which one to use. Is it in the mission booklet? JPZ4. How do you know which one to use? Huh. All right, well, it's a -1. I'm sorry, it's a +1. The card gives it a +2. Moving is a +3. Automatic weapons is a +5. So, anything but a 0. Oh my God, another 0. Feel pretty damn lucky. Just make sure. So defensive value of 1, card is 2, moving is 3, automatic weapons is 5, plus the 0 is a 5, so he's pinned. So this guy was pinned. Hit. We have a litter team, so that just turns into another fire team. Now he's an A, so I'm assuming that's the right. So he's an A. Nope, an AS. First step. Nope, first step is an S. So that first step there is an S. But they're hit, so they're exposed. They're pinned. All right. And they're under automatic fire, which is not a bad thing. And that's all the movement. Well, hold on a second. So yeah, this guy is now, well, this guy is firing here. This is small arms fire. Because I got pinned units, but I also got this guy doing small arms fire. So that guy is there. So now we go to fire mission update. There are none. Potential contact. We have none. Pinned recovery. I don't know if there is any pinned recovery. This guy, nope. They're under fire. Nobody pinned here. They're under fire still. Fire here. This guy's not under fire anymore. So he's okay, but these guys are under fire. So I think that's that. All right. So I think we're down to, on turn 4, combat effects. Pretty sure that that's correct. Let me see. So let's just march down. Let's see. So up here, we have, well, I'll tell you what. The first thing I want to do, 1 LMG. Firing. 1 HMG. And 2 1 HMG. 1 HMG and 2 1 HMG. 1 HMG over here and 2 1 HMG. So those guys are both down to 4. Now here we're firing with 2 2, and here we're firing with 1 2. 2 2 and 1 2. So but these guys are both down. So they're getting lower on ammo. I could use some ammo. And then these guys are firing. That's the mortar's not firing. He doesn't track. The tank is going to be down to 5 here and 5 here. And 4 here. You get a bazooka unit on that card. In retrospect, I think you're better off just having them on the cards so they're point blank. Now that I'm playing this, and if I had to set it up again, I would do that. I actually had them there and then moved them off, thinking. Of course, we haven't had the chance for the spotlights yet because they keep getting pinned. It's just all these 0. That's so lucky. All right, I think I've got all the ammo usage. So this guy is, well, +4 for the moon. Well, it's this guy actually. +4 for the moon. Nothing because we're coming through this card. So +4, +5, -4. So it's a +1. +1 is pinned. He's already pinned. So he just stays right where he is. Shooting across. So this is automatic. +4, +5. We're coming from this angle. That's +5, -1. So +4. So I'm going to do a +4 on that guy first. Pinned. Wow. All right. Now, +4, -1, exposed and pinned. So that's a +3. So the first +3 is a miss. The second one is a miss. So both of those are unpinned now. Or rather, pinned that guy. All right. Here, +4, +4 for the terrain, +6. I mean, it basically is a +6 because there are no minuses. So I've got 3 +6s. So 1, 2, 3. Whew. All of those missed. All right. Here, small arms fire. So I've got +4 for the moon, +6, +7. So And it's, yeah. So both of these are +7 or +6. So miss and miss. So neither of those guys affect. He's no longer pinned, which is nice. That's actually awesomeness. And then last, nope, 2 more. So here, we're not firing at him. We already did that. He's firing at us. So it is +4, nothing for the concealment, +6, +9. This guy makes it a 7. So they're all 3 are +6. So +6. So 1, 2, and then the last one is pinned. The 1, 2, and then the HMG is pinned. Oh, God, you know what? He couldn't have moved in here. Oh, yeah, he can. He can hold 4. All right. And last but not least, this guy, which is not going to be, I mean, that's going to be a +6. He's got +6, +6. Missed. All right. No. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that is the end of turn 4. I feel like I must be doing fairly good because hitting these units seems, well, it's felt very lucky. Need to get my bazookas up, but I think I've got all my bazookas are now on this line as well. So need to get that bazooka out into a foxhole where he can fire. Should have done that last turn. But we're going to clean up. We are on to turn 5. I'm going to make a note. Turn 5. Get bazooka out of bunker. So I remember. And I will save the game, and we will be back. Again, apologize for you watching me figure this out. Hopefully it's been valuable. Hopefully it's been helpful. At least maybe a little entertaining watching me get lucky, make mistakes, maybe not get lucky. At this point, I don't know. But we will be back for turn 5 at a time near you very soon. Thanks.